channel is Tay Rosé. Now for this video, I'm going to be trying some new products that I have in my collection. I did a poll on Instagram stories on my birthday, or maybe it was the day after my birthday, and I was like, you want me to try the Guardians of Juvia's collection? And most of you said yes. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing here with a couple of other makeup products I have, of course. If you want to see the products that I have along with the makeup tutorial that I'm going to complete, even though you've already seen my thumbnail, but if you want to see how I achieved the look, then be sure to keep watching. Alright, so I have some sad news to reveal to you first and foremost. So my go-to foundation is this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation, and I get the shade Cinnamon. I was prepping my face and it was all done. I was so sad, and the worst thing is I just made these orders from Ulta thinking, okay, I have enough foundation, not thinking that I would have to go back and re-up on foundation. So I first applied this e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for radiant skin, and this is in the shade medium tan. I made sure I got that, and just by the glow so far, it looks really good. I have it mostly on this side, and then for around my eyelids, I mixed it in with the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and this is in the shade medium 355W. This tends to be a little lighter than my skin tone, but then based on my blending, you can see that it has morphed directly into my skin. I love it also very much. It's like my skin. It's not too heavy, but then again, I didn't put too much of everything. So if you want to see a video on these, then let me know below. So this product I've had in my makeup collection for some time. So this is the Maybelline SuperStay Activewear Concealer, and this is in the shade 30. I don't like how Maybelline is coming up with these numbers. Like, give me the name. That's how it was with Revlon until I went on their website, and then they're saying 045 honey, you know? I mean, you have to have a name with everything. This is what I'm going to be using for today, alright? So I'm going to first apply this on my eyelids, and this is pretty much like a first impressions with this look. So it smells like rubbing alcohol, and I don't mind that smell at all. You know, I do my right eye on camera, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So far this looks pretty good. I'm going to take my e.l.f. foundation brush, and I'm going to blend this out. I feel like I need to put a lot more on here because this is just a generous amount. I'm going to put on a lot because I'm doing a makeup look and I want my base to be good. I do like the applicator, however, it's very thin. Like, you can tell it's some activewear stuff. You can tell because it's just like, it's flat as a pancake. The applicators I'm used to are fat, but this is a coverage so far. I put 2 layers on, and this is how it looks. And this honestly reminds me of my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Caramel. So this is a good dupe for if Caramel by NYX runs out, you can go to 30. So for this video, I'm not going to do no rating. I'll just tell you how everything is as I'm going along, because my main focus is on the Juvia's Place Gardens collection. I went through the collection and I saw that they had lip glosses, they had eyeliners, and they had the big deal that I mainly had my eyes on. That was the palette. I have the palette. For the eyeliners, I have another alternative for that because I have similar colors to it. We're gonna get into the palette. Like, look at this beauty. Like, look at this. Just beyond gorgeous. I honestly feel though, based on the collection, that this should have been their spring collection instead of their summer collection. I mean, because you have the butterflies, hence my necklace, and you have the flowers. I love the packaging so far. I mean, you know, when Juvia's come through with this. And so I'm going to open it to show you the inside. Just gorgeous at its finest. I'm gonna be honest, I know I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes. I have a bunch in my drawer. But when I saw the colors, I was like, I don't have a lot of these shades, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and just buy it. And this one was the priciest of them all. This one was like $30, but then I can't say anything because I used to buy palettes that were $45, $55. So this beats compared to what I used to buy. I love this shade, man. Like, I love how they have some matte shades and it's not just all shimmers. Because looking at this palette, it looks scary. I'm gonna be honest, it looks scary. And a lot of people will be intimidated to want to try it. But I'm gonna try it because I do all types of looks. I do subtle looks, I do all glam, I do colorful looks. I do it all. So I don't mind picking up this palette. And I'm not just going to use one color. But I mean, I'm happy that Juvia's, they put in a transition shade. They put in a few, as a matter of fact. At the very bottom, you have Marigold, is like yellow. Oh Honey. And then you have Gardenia. I'm honestly going to start with Oh Honey, because I feel like that transition shade would be more appropriate with what I would like to do. So far there's minimal kickback, if you can see it. But that's because I'm dabbing it in there. I'm not rubbing it in there. That's the trick. To prevent kickback, my fellow friends, you can't be rubbing it in there, because then you're going to have lots of kickback. You have to dab, 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 dab. You have to do light dabs into the palette, and then you'll be a-okay. Alright? Just so you know, just food for thought. So I'm going to try Oh Honey on my lids. And so far, I like the color of this. Alright, so this is one layer so far. So this is definitely a go-to transition shade for someone that's like my skin tone. And if you want to go lighter, then I say go lighter. You can mix in Oh Honey and Gardenia. But I don't want to use Gardenia just yet. Not for this video, at least. I'm going to go in with Oh Honey because I love how this is looking. This is beautiful. Alright, this is giving me the honey palette vibes that my nephew bought me for my birthday. It is gorgeous. So yeah, so I love this a lot. I'm going to do Sweet Lilac just to see how it is. So I'm just going to put this in the crease. So far it's pretty good. It's very soft, I can say that for sure. Again, minimal kickback, but then this is matte shades. I mean, matte shades are usually amazing. Okay, so I honestly like this combination. I mean, it's not like, ooh, but I mean, it's not terrible either. So I'm just gonna put Sweet Lilac on the outside, or I actually might mix the two together because I like this combination, the Oh Honey and then the Sweet Lilac. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I mean, so far I'm saying that these are really light. Even Sweet Lilac, as the darkest shade, is still kind of light. Okay, so I mean, just packing it on like this is really pretty. What I'm going to do, I haven't done it in a while, I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to use the same Maybelline SuperStay concealer that I'm trying out just to see how this goes. So this actually is an amazing concealer for cut creases because it just stopped right there. So I'm going to take a small shadow brush and I'm just going to blend this out. So I mean, this is well blended out and this looks also very good. I think I'm going to add in Sunshine and see, but originally I love how this looks, so I probably would put Gardenia in there instead, but then it looks more like a pink and that worries me, and this is more like a nude. So I'm going to put Sunshine over it. Let's see how the shimmer shade goes because y'all want to see my thoughts. Okay, so very creamy, and if you press into it too hard, you're gonna have a lot of kickback. For anyone that wants to buy this palette, do not press into it too hard. Ooh. Okay, so I like that so far. Let's see, let me wipe the rest of it on. This can get it. Okay, this is pretty. This is so beautiful. So if you're looking at my eyes, I did not spray my brush with no setting spray. I don't do that. I just dig in with all my might and then I swipe it. I did that and look at what I got. Like, this is beautiful. So I'm going to Sweet Lilac and I'm going to blend this in, even though I don't really have to do much, but I still want to do that. Even overlaying the shimmer onto the purple shade or onto the matte shade looks beautiful. So my eyelids look good so far. I'm not even going to do anything else with it. That's how bomb it is. I'm going to work on my bottom lash line. So I'm going to take the same Maybelline concealer that I'm working with and I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes. This is what I may want to see what it's about. And then I'm going to do like that. I'm going to take my same e.l.f. foundation brush and blend this out. The one thing I don't like with it so far, like especially for like the bottom lash line, is there's never too much. So this is really, like I said before, this is really an active wear type thing that's happening. And I usually use my Real Techniques to blend this out, but I don't think I have to do that because this is blending in as it should. So coverage is okay, to be honest. Maybe it's my technique right here, but when I throw on my translucent powder, sun powder over it, it's gonna be bomb. So I'm gonna use the same colors as I did for my transition and crease shades. I'm gonna use Oh Honey all over my bottom lash line first. And so now for the end part of my bottom lash line, I'm going to take Sweet Lilac and I'm going to morph that in there. Okay, so I mean, I like the gradiency so far from Honey to Sweet Lilac. This Gardens of Juvia's eyeshadow palette is definitely worth the $28 because you see my eyes so far. And if you want any more bomb makeup looks using this palette, let me know in the comments down below because I'm ready. I am set on ready. This next product that was part of the Gardens of Juvia's collection were their eyeliners. Their eyeliners were $14 each, and I'm not kidding you, I almost bought it, but then I didn't buy it, and here's the reason why. I found an alternative, and this I've been had in my makeup collection for months on months ahead. And I bought a water-based liner kit, and this one is by none other than Handaiyan, and this is water-soluble paint and plate. So this one you could do anything with it, from a graphic liner to a basic liner, whatever you want to do. And so I have two of them, or this palette was the closest to what Juvia's have. They have a brush that comes with this as well. So I mean, that was helpful. I mean, I kind of want to go with the purple. I didn't do no water, so I'm going to take the setting spray. I'm going to take this mini Milani Make It Last matte setting spray, and I'm going to spray my brush. I'm going to see how that is. Setting spray actually works, so if you forget your water, don't fret. You can just use setting spray. So I'm going to try this and see. Okay, this actually goes with the look too, high key. Okay, I like it so far. I mean, you just gotta keep spraying and keep applying. I feel like if you had water, it would be 10 times quicker, but I'm spraying it, so it's a little slow. Definitely spray inside of it. It's just gonna look messy after a while, but it's worth it. I think it's gonna be difficult though to make a winged liner because this brush is not the best, to be honest. So I'm just going to do like a baby wing because I don't want to mess up this makeup at all. This is what I have so far. I mean, it's very pigmented. This is a good alternative, or a lot of people say dupe. So this is a good dupe for the Juvia's liner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my left eye off camera. I'm going to put on the lashes from there, and then I'm going to complete the rest of my face. And then when I come back with you, I'm going to be talking about the lips. Alright, so I mean, this is my face finished. I did it in my left eye, put on my lashes, which by the way, I'm wearing Sagittarius by Ebin New York. I'll make sure to link it in the description box below, and I also, again, finished the rest of my face off camera. Just one more insight on the concealer that I'm wearing. I really like it a lot. As for it to be 30 hours, I feel like it will be. The one thing I don't like is the applicator. The applicator is so wicked thin. Again, flat as a pancake, but I can say that it is really good for cut creases. So I can say that for sure. This actually makes my under eyes look really well. It's not too white or too bright. It's not too dull. It is just right. So if you want to try this, I say go for it. It is again the Maybelline SuperStay Activewear, and this is in the shade 30. And if there's a name for it, I'll make sure to put that in the description box below. Again, anything that I'm telling you in today's video, make sure you check the description box below. And also too, I know you've noticed a switch from the beginning to now. I did change my jewelry because I realized that the pink jewelry was not going with the makeup look at all. Final product I will be talking to you about is the lip gloss. So now, Juvia's, they had this orange shade, which I already have a couple of orange lip glosses, so I figured I didn't need that. They had this blue glitter shade, which I didn't find it practical. And then there was the lavender shade. Now, that was the one that I wanted. I saw the swatches on every skin tone, and I'm like, yes, give it to me now. Unfortunately, that color swiped away from the Juvia's Place website. And then I was waiting for Ulta, and I'm like, okay, Ulta's gonna have some. Went online, sold out. I went in the store. That's the only shade that was not there. But then they had the blue glitter one and the orange one. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to keep on waiting for this lavender shade. It is beautiful. So I have another dupe or another alternative to that lavender shade. And I saw this all over Instagram. It is the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. And I got Lilac Splash because I felt like this was the closest to the Juvia's Place lavender that was in the collection. And then I also got another shade too, and that was Milk It Pink. This one I feel is beautiful too. And I'm just going to apply this on my lips. I'm going to swatch it on my lips without a lip liner first so you can see how it looks on my lips and on my skin tone. So this is my bottom lip. This is not as pigmented as the lavender by Juvia's Place, but it still is a beautiful shade. So I'm going to go in with my MAC lip pencil, and this is in shade Cork. I definitely love that palette. Like the Gardens of Juvia's, it is beautiful. It's stunning in of its own. I love it also very much. Okay, I mean the matte shades, pigmented, they could blend together. The pan shade wasn't separate from the shade on my eyelids. It's the same. What you get is what you get from Juvia's. Alright, there's no shifting to it. And then I absolutely love the shimmer shades. And I also forgot to mention too that I added Daffodil in my tear ducts, and it comes out to a really beautiful golden green shade. It is just a chef's kiss. Eyes and lips together, 10 out of 10, and it's definitely Tay Rosé approved. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of me. Also, do not forget to click on the notification bell so that way you are on the alert as to when my videos are out. And again, if you have any requests in regards to the Gardens of Juvia's eyeshadow palette, let me know in the comments below. That's that for now. Please be sure to check out the previous video in the section that's coming up next, and then I'll see you there. Bye!